It's so important to hold our dreams and our goals in high regards, but don't become so fixated on the destination that you forget to enjoy the journey, that you forget to enjoy the process and to live in this present moment. We're all racing to our destinations, but one day we're going to be standing at our destination, wishing we could go and do it all over again. Recently, I have found myself obsessing over the destination, obsessing over the goal. And while it is important especially for manifestation purposes, it is important to immerse yourself in the emotional state as if you had everything you wanted. You definitely cannot spend too much time in the future. Don't spend so much time fixating and worrying about the future destination that you want to get to. I found myself worrying about it, and it got to be a little bit obsessive. It became one of the only things I was focusing and fixating on, and I neglected other things that I needed to attend to. And I find myself scrolling on Instagram or scrolling through YouTube and waiting for like a video to jump out at me and call to me. And I think that the videos that I end up clicking on, for whatever reason, I'm meant to watch them. And I don't know, so far, a lot of the videos that I've clicked on, the topics and the messages like really apply to the things that are happening in my life. And this one I clicked on was talking about not fixating and obsessing over the end destination, because you often become so obsessed with it that you forget to enjoy and be rooted in this present moment and be grateful for the things that you have. I am extremely grateful for the things I have, and I am so blessed to have all of the things around me in my life, to have all of the loved ones in my life, to have all of these luxuries in my apartment. And it's just, I know I am blessed. I know I am grateful. However, I am so passionate about my purpose work that I do often get a little obsessed over the end goal, the end destination, and it can distract me from this present moment sometimes. So this video got me thinking, what is more important than achievements and results and progress? Our true natures. Not only realizing, but embodying our true natures, our true essence. We are spiritual beings. We are souls having an earthly journey. We are beings of divine light, divine love, divine power, divine intelligence. We are spiritual beings. We are souls. Our true natures help us not only manifest our goals and our dreams, but they help us stay present in this moment. They help us stay rooted in this present moment and be grateful for everything in our lives. I find that the message that I needed to learn from that was to remain aware of my true nature while doing my purpose work, while doing spiritual service. Sometimes when I'm writing down notes or whenever I'm journaling, I just get hits of intuition that just start to flow through me, and it's like I'm not thinking the words, but like a higher power or some sort of guardian angel or some sort of ascended master is channeling the intuition, channeling the words through me, and they just end up on the paper. And so I'm going to read something that I channeled whenever I was journaling around this idea. You are on the right path. You have been for a while. Free yourself from distractions, for now is a time of focus. Create a balance between work and pleasure. Do not become overwhelmed with obsession over the destination you are heading towards. For one day you will reach that destination and wish you could go back and do it all over again. That's powerful, right? I mean, it really applies to me. I don't know if it relates to you. However, like I said before, if you're watching this video, I believe it found you for a reason. I believe these spiritual videos often have a tendency to find the people that they need to find, to reach the people that they need to reach. I wanted to touch on this topic as well because I believe it does apply to the same concept or idea from the things that I channeled. It said, create a balance between work and pleasure. I do find myself, at least as of lately, obsessing over work and not leaving much time for anything else. Whenever I am doing other things, for instance, even if it's like a family gathering or hanging out with friends, I find myself constantly thinking of things that I could be doing with my time. However, it is extremely important to not drown yourself in your work. Yes, the work is so important that I feel the need to dedicate almost solely all of my time to it. I mean, that's truly how I feel. And while it does take that type of devotion to accomplish the things that I want to accomplish, you also have to create a balance between your social life and your work life. I believe that social interaction and time with loved ones and friends is necessary to keeping your head on straight. I mean, I find myself getting way too washed and obsessed over the things that I'm working on to the point where I feel lonely. Like I feel like I'm not spending enough time around people and feeling the emotions of others and talking with others and having conversations. I feel like it's just me, and I just feel a little bit lonely in that. And it also comes from just a lack of effort on my part, because like other people are reaching out to me, but I'm not reaching out to them because I'm just so focused on what I'm working on. And like I said, while the work is important, so is spending time with your friends and with your loved ones, and having that time set aside. That's a part of your self-care. A part of your self-care is socializing and interacting with others and spending time with others. So I believe this video is meant to reach you because maybe you are obsessing over something regarding your work. Maybe you are very fixated and excited and passionate about your destination. And while that is a very good thing, it means that you probably have found your true calling and what feels to be your true purpose in this life. You have to make time for self-care. And a part of that self-care is socialization. A part of that self-care is making time for spending time with your loved ones, with your friends, for even like taking the time to play some video games or just do something you enjoy doing that is not work. Another part of self-care is healing, making sure you're setting aside time to purify your mind, body, and your soul. Get rid of all the negative emotions, purge those negative emotions, those negative thought forms, so you make space to invite new ones that fuel your dreams, that fuel your purpose, and help you reach your destination. So what are some techniques you can do to incorporate into your self-care routine? I think one of them, especially applying to this video and the concept I'm talking about, is awareness. And that's not really something that you can just sit down and do, right? That's something that you have to kind of incorporate into your existence. And it's really weird. Mindfulness and awareness, there are probably practices that I'm not aware of that you can try, so you feel free to do your research. I don't really necessarily have specific practices for heightening your awareness or for raising your awareness. The only one that I know for a fact has helped me is meditation. I don't know if meditation is proven to prolong your awareness. Alhowever, I feel like a natural byproduct of meditating on a regular basis is a greater or heightened state of awareness. I feel like I already have like a default level, pretty high level of awareness of the things going on in my mind and my body, with my emotions, with my thoughts, and meditating only heightened that. And I feel like it helped me become aware, like more aware of those dark thought forms, those negative thought forms and emotions, the ones that are self-destructive, the ones that you think and you're like, why did I just think that? Like, especially the intrusive thought forms. Meditating helped me become aware of them, and becoming aware of them helps you realize that they need to go. You don't need to be thinking them. They don't serve you in any way. So you become aware of it, and then you're able to purge it. You're able to get rid of it. Because if you don't know it's there, if you're not aware of it, then you're never going to do something about it. That's the first step in getting rid of anything you want to get rid of, not just thought forms, also emotions, feelings, and those really, really dark negative energy blockages that you may have somewhere within your body, your physical body, or your energy body. Another thing you can do is practice breathwork exercises. Breathwork techniques, breathwork exercises are amazing. They have changed my life. I recommend you practice breathwork and just notice the changes, not only in your physical vitality, but your mental faculty, the changes in your emotional state. It's truly wondrous what breathwork can do for you, and you're not going to know till you try it out. I have been practicing breathwork a lot more recently, and I intend on developing some of my own guided breathwork sessions in the future, so stay tuned for those. But for the time being, I'm not going to gatekeep. I recommend looking up Breathe with Sandy. I could probably, yeah, I'll mention his YouTube channel. I'll at his YouTube channel in the description. I'll at my favorite guided meditation videos in the description so you can check them out. I will add them all in the description. You can check them out, practice them whenever you like. These ones that are going to be mentioned in the description are my go-tos. They're my go-to guided meditations, my go-to breath work sessions, and just try them out. Wim Hof is another good breath work facilitator. And as far as guided meditations go, Master Ko is my teacher. I learned from him. He is amazing, and his guided meditations will leave you feeling refreshed, renewed, at peace, and completely still. They will help you get in touch with your true self, with your true essence. Not only realize your true essence, but embody it completely and solely. Check those resources out in the description. Try those guided meditations. Try the breath work. You will not be disappointed. And if it's one thing that is going to help you stay rooted in this present moment, it is meditation and breath work. Try them out and let me know what you think in the comments below. Until I upload my own guided meditations and breathwork, I'm going to link the resources in the description for you to get started right away if that's something that you can see yourself doing. And if it's not, I urge you to keep an open mind because this stuff changes your life and you won't know until you try it. Thank you so much for joining me. This is basically my first YouTube video. Of course, I have others uploaded like the channel trailer and my story, but this is kind of like the first concept or content idea I decided to sit down and turn into a full-length YouTube video. I've been making social media content, short-form content on my Healer's Harmony TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook for a while, and now I'm glad that I'm finally making long-form content because it's something that I have been kind of putting off for a good while, and I know it needs to be a part of my routine whenever I'm making content. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a blessed day. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and have a great rest of your day. Namaste.